Peace, family. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This will be my update 1.0. So it's supposed to be 1 year from my first video, but it's 1 year and about a month. I'm about a month behind. Just been busy working. As I said in the last video, or my last update, still working 45 hours a week, still traveling 20 hours a week on the road, still trying to read as much as I can. I've gotten a couple chapters done on Up From Slavery. That was my plan based on the last update, but the plan had kind of changed, and I'll just give you an update on what I've been working on. So a friend of mine asked me to read, or a brother of mine asked me to read Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. So I read that. I've read the Bible once, and I'm in the process of reading it again. I've read the Quran once. I'm in the process of reading that again as well. In the time that I'm commuting to and from work the 20 hours, I'm trying to use that time to study some foreign languages. Specifically, I need to understand Spanish, just because that seems to be the biggest foreign language in the United States. But more importantly, I'm focusing on Arabic and Hebrew, trying to understand the religious scriptures as best I can. I feel like that's where a lot of our people are not trapped or stuck, but that's where they've found solace or peace. So in order for us to continue progress and continue to develop, I feel that I have to find something within the religious scriptures that encourages people to keep fighting. Still working with UNIACL, still the acting third vice president. We were supposed to have a vote, but that got pushed back due to some issues they were having within the UNIACL on the parent body level. But we've since addressed those issues, and we've decided to push forward. CBPM, Collective Black People Movement, still working with the engineering department, still working closely with the president of the organization to build the organization. We're approximately at 2,800 members currently. Continue to try to grow and get bigger and bigger every day, if possible. A couple of things that I thought about was I need to focus and remember who my audience is. And my audience is the people of the future. So I'm not speaking to anybody in today's time frame, in 2019 specifically, or in the near future. These, from what I've understood, a lot of the information that I get from older videos, I feel like they're talking beyond their time, and that's what I need to. That's what I'm trying to do. Is I don't want to make a video for the next 30 years. I want to make a video that, or have an impact that, 50 years from now, when people look back on it, they think that I was ahead of my time, and it makes them question what would have happened if that individual had more support. And with that, I think about like Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, John Henry Clark, Joseph Ben-Jochannan, Ivan Van Sertima, Amos Wilson. These are great individuals that had a lot of knowledge and insight and plans and strategies for to make our situation better as a people. But it seems like they didn't have the support that they needed to bring their goals into reality. Trying to think of what else I need to update people on. Still trying to read. So, I'm planning to get back on that as soon as I get some time. I talked about the Bible and the Quran. Also reading Message to the People, Marcus Garvey, we're doing our class. We have a class every other Tuesday, taught by the local president, President Ross Marvin, who was taught by PG Senghor Baye, who was taught by PG Senghor Baye was the ninth successor to Garvey, 10th President General in the UNIACL, and then he was taught by Honorable James R. Stewart. I'm pretty sure who was taught by Charles L. James or taught by Garvey himself. So one thing we try to focus on or keep in mind is making sure we have direct lineage to Garvey. When you're taking this class or reading this book, it's not a book you could just pick up off Amazon, read it, and think you got it. It's 22 lessons written in the book, but there's also 20 lessons that were not written down that had to be memorized by the students. And to my memory, I think it was Charles L. James or James R. Stewart was the top student in the class when Garvey held the class. And he taught a small group of people who taught a small group of people who taught a small group of people. And I happen to be a part of that group right now. So reading Message to the People, I said I read Message to the Black Man. So that wasn't planned, but my brothers from Nation of Islam wanted me to read the book for some reason, you know. But one thing quickly, one of the criticisms I have of the Nation of Islam right now is I feel like they may have put too much emphasis on Elijah Muhammad or the book Message to the Black Man. And the reason why I say that is I asked a brother, a high-ranking brother in the Nation of Islam that's been in the nation for 20, 30 years. He was telling me I should read Message to the Black Man, but I asked him, I told him I don't have a lot of time, you know, and I'm reading the Quran. And I asked him, so, you know, if I had the choice, if I asked you, should I read the Quran or read the Message to the Black Man? You know, if I had a little bit of time left in my life, you know, or if you're talking to your child that's, you know, you just learned how to read, which book do you give them first? Do you give them the Quran or do you give them the Message to the Black Man? And his response was, you give them Message to the Black Man. And that seemed like that didn't really make sense, you know, because even in the Nation of Islam, they say that their holy book is the Quran. So, you know, I just didn't understand that. You know, if you've got 6 months to live, you know, and you're trying to complete a mission, you know, do you spend that time reading Message to the Black Man or do you get the mission from the Quran? And I've always felt it's been from the Quran, and that's why I'm trying to learn the languages, Arabic and Hebrew, get a better understanding for myself. You know, and because I feel religion has to be a first-hand experience. It's not something that somebody else can tell you how to be religious. You have to go into the scriptures yourself and find your own inspiration. Moving forward, you know, just got a lot of work to do. You know, if we're not working, we're not active. I still same thing. Unification is the only solution. So if we're not working to unify our people, I don't know what y'all doing, and that's what I've been doing, you know, since my first video. I'm getting better at it, building stronger networks, especially here in Atlanta, which I think we will make the beacon of change, you know, for our people. But we'll be the role models to show everybody else, you know, how it's done. That sounded cocky, but we'll be a role model because I feel like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of our people are scared. They either are afraid to do what they have to do or they don't know what to do, you know, so I feel like it's our job to show them, hey, this is the way you can do it. This is what you should be doing, and eliminate any excuses. And from that point on, I feel like it should be very clear as to who's serious and who's not. I'm not going to make this too long. You know, I think the key thing is I'm still working, and that's what I'm getting ready to get back to. It's Ramadan month right now, Ramadan Mubarak, so I can't eat till the sun goes down anyway, but got a lot of work to do. I'm very proud about, well, this isn't it. It's the old one. But we got a new Garvey Voice. They relaunched the Garvey Voice magazine, so very excited about that. But again, I mean, it's just a lot of work, man. That's what it's all about. It's work. If we're not working, we're not making no progress. So we try to focus on a couple things. 2 things in specific. Well, 3 things. Goals. What's the goal? What are we trying to accomplish? What's the plan? How do you accomplish it? And then execution. You know, what are we going to do on a daily basis, monthly basis, weekly basis to make sure we're working the plan to achieve our goals. So I'm going to get back to work. Hope everybody appreciates the videos and everything. I'm happy about the support and the feedback I've been getting. It encourages me and reminds me that I'm doing the right thing and I'm doing it for the right reasons. So we'll keep working, and I'll get back to Booker T. Washington as soon as I can. But you got to bear with me with my commitments to my job and you know the system, and then my commitments to the organizations. Makes it difficult to find time to study and make the summaries. But it's just because I'm getting so involved on a high level with the organization, so on an administration level. And again, the whole point of me doing this is to unify the people. So if I have an actual opportunity to unify the people or teach the people, I think I'm supposed to unify the people first. That should be my main priority. So I hope that's not misunderstood. If it is, that's all right. But inshallah, I'll have an update in a few months, and we'll be at 1.5 years. But that's all I really got right now. All right. I'm about to go. Couple. No, it don't matter. Let me say goodbye in Arabic. Ma'a salama. Ma'a salama. Peace, family.